Do you dab or shake after you pee?
Wipe.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I've always been a dabber. Feels like it's gross not to.
Why would
then you get your underwear dirty.
Oh, you wear underwear? Weird.
Gross.
What do you mean gross?
It's all the bourbon's fault. Welcome to the Andy Meadows Show. Later in the show, I'll give advice to a newly married man in a new segment. Plus, we've got a good roundtable coming up where we'll discuss unhealthy eating habits, Fallout body armor, dabbing or shaking after peeing, Winter Olympic sports we could do, Amy Schumer's weight loss divorce, and more. But first, your headlines. New documents released in the Blake Lively-Justin Baldoni trial revealed text messages between Lively and her former bestie, Taylor Swift, including one where Taylor called him a bitch, which is T-Swift threat level 3, one below her writing a song bashing you, and two below sicking her Swiftie army on you. Amid tensions over his bid to take over Greenland, President Trump is heading to Davos for the World Economic Forum today, where the plan is for him to focus on home prices and affordability issues back home. If there are any prop bets about how long he'll stay on message, I'll take the under. I imagine he'll use a fair amount of his time spitballing about other countries he wants to take over without congressional approval. Have you burped your house today? House burping is a hot new trend that's sweeping the U.S. Essentially, it's just airing out homes by opening up a window to let in some fresh winter air. Experts say the best times to air out our houses are in the morning, post-shower, or after letting one rip. Calligraphy, wax seals, and typewriters are enjoying a revival as people seek a break from screen time. The pursuits reportedly provide their enthusiasts with opportunities to reduce their technology use and build meaningful connections with others. Ah, the lost art of calligraphy. Lost for a reason. No one can read it. I am on board with typewriters coming back, though. You know who's going to be really happy about that? The folks at Whiteout. We're back, baby! Speaking of comebacks, measles is having a bit of a resurgence. The U.S.'s measles-free 25-year streak may soon be in jeopardy, with vaccination coverage slumping below 95% in several states. Health experts are warning about a potential endemic label, signaling a virus has set up permanent residency. Apparently, there are repercussions for making a heroin addict who only drinks raw milk our Secretary of Health.
We are the same height. What are you talking about? I am 6'6", 130 pounds.
Jill and I were talking about that the other day because talking about how tall the kids are going to be. And I was saying, I think Chris was the tallest, percentage-wise. You were taller than at your age.
Right, like I never hit a growth spurt.
You just never hit a growth spurt.
I was just this size from 8th grade or whatever.
No, you just were. Because
I was larger than all the other children, yes.
Right.
Class photos, I look like the assistant teacher.
But I hit an insane growth spurt that made me really awkward for like a year. Right?
Rest of your life?
Yeah, basically. So I was watching football with Jack yesterday because I'm trying to get him into it early.
Right. He doesn't care. He's a baby.
8 months old. So
he's a baby. He does not care.
But I'm also simultaneously working because I have this theory that he's going to be a quarterback because he's got my height. And I hope he's got Jill's
gets some of Jill's athleticism.
Well, yeah, because I'm not very coordinated, as we all know. But if he has my height and her coordination, so I've been working on Jill to convince her to let him play football because nowadays nobody wants their kid to play football, including Jill. She doesn't think because of the CTE and all that.
I mean, isn't she a soccer fan? They can get hurt playing soccer just as easily.
Do they actually get CTE playing soccer because
I know,
of the
no pads.
Headers.
Yeah.
Well, no, and practicing the headers, hitting the ball with their head a lot. Because it's the repetition that gets it. So they've
I
adjusted.
hadn't even considered the bouncing the ball off your head thing.
Yeah, if you do it 1,000 times in practice or whatever. So they don't do that as much in practice anymore as they used to. But they protect quarterbacks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like kicker. He could be the kicker for the team.
But every time I'm trying to like put my argument in, like yesterday we were watching the Bills-Broncos game, and I'm like making my argument, and very first play, 2 players hit, and both get concussed. And I'm like, God dang it. Like the second she walks by, something happens. And she was watching that game with me a couple years ago where remember when the guy looked like he died on the field?
Yeah, that was rough.
Or somebody. Yeah, she was watching.
He came close, I think.
Yeah, I think. I mean, his heart stopped, right? If I remember correctly. But
it wasn't good. That's.
But we were watching a soccer game at Mom and Dad's house, just kind of in the background when, because that's what Jill likes to watch, and a guy had a heart attack, and they came out and were doing the full-on chest compressions on him, and I'm like, this guy's got to be a goner, because all the players are getting around him so the cameras can't see it, but you're just seeing a guy back there doing this, and they ended up reviving him, and he lived.
Yeah, but is it the same? Like, I always feel like in the movies, they're like, oh, yeah, you're fine now. But I feel like once that's happened, you're probably not fine.
Yeah, well, he came back and played later in the season. I'm like, man, that's a.
I thought you were going to say that third quarter. They needed him.
He's out there like, we're really shorthanded. Sorry, buddy. What do y'all been
Whatever
up to?
they injected him up with, then that is, I need some of that.
That's what they did in the old days, man. They would just, hey, sorry, it's playoffs. We're going to have to.
Here's some meth.
Yeah. What are y'all
Get back in there. What have we been up to? Dude, it's been snowy and rainy, and we have not been up to much around
Stuck
here.
in the house.
Yeah. The roads are like somebody just took the Zamboni down them. We could literally be playing hockey in our driveway right now.
Dang.
It's not
So if you
pretty.
have any kind of incline to get into your driveway, you're in trouble.
Poor Stacy, we left the house yesterday just to go to the store and whatnot. And we were driving back. I was like, hey, you should check the mail. I'll pull up next to it because you don't want to walk down to the mailbox right now because you're going to bust your ass in the driveway. And so I pulled up right next to it. I thought for sure it'd be fine. She steps out of the car and me goes, whoop, just right down onto the ground. Like, oh, man.
Did you laugh?
No. Yeah, a little.
It's very hard not to laugh when people fall. It really is. Because it's
I was
just
like,
we all do that.
I pulled right up to it. I thought you'd be fine.
I'm a hilarious.
Rain on top of snow is not a good situation.
I'm a hilarious faller because it happens in stages. So I'm like, "Ah, ah," and then I reach to grab something, and that always breaks. Like in the movies, whatever you grab, it always comes.
Even
with
if it's a grab handle for something, no, doesn't work. It falls off.
So we've been Thursday. Jack got his own room, so that's been the big thing around here, and he's sleeping like a champ in there. So Jill's hack for the kids sleeping in the rooms. Well, she does it like you guys do in Alaska. I mean, she black out
everything.
Yeah, so there's no freaking light. It's like a cave in there.
Do you play like a sound machine so it's got a even level of noise in there?
Yeah, that's her other hack. So when we talk to other parents that their kids don't sleep great, sound machine, blackout curtains, and it works like a champ. And you got to find the exact right freaking temperature, which also sucks because it's not the same temperature you like. Like we like a different temperature.
Is it the same temperature between the kids, or do you have to have different levels in different rooms?
No, luckily there's a happy medium where they all like it at 70 degrees. So we got lucky on that one, but that's not what we like. So we're cold at that temperature. But that all three of those together have worked like a champ. So the other thing is we moved Madeline into her own big kid bed. But she's not staying in it because, they can get out. So you put her in there and then we'll just be sitting in the living room and she shows back up. It's like, dadgummit. So that part hasn't.
But you do have your own bedroom back.
We
you don't have
do.
to be as quiet and stepping around stuff in there.
Huge thing. So we can watch like 30 to 45 minutes of TV a day.
Good. You'll finally get through that one Leo DiCaprio movie in a week and a half.
Yeah, I saw there's a new Matt Damon, Ben Affleck movie that looked all right, but that'll take like 5 or 6 nights. That's where you can't rent them. In the situation we're in, you can't rent a movie because you know how they give you a window?
Oh, yeah. They're like in 48 hours you can watch this. You're like, not a chance.
Not a chance we're going to do that. Hey, when y'all were down for the holidays, you were talking about going on a diet. Did y'all do that?
We are on a diet. Yes. I am less on a diet. Like I make diet food and I eat diet, but I keep just saying, there's no carbs in whiskey.
Dude, when you're calorie counting, the alcohol blows it out of the water. Dude, what's your diet? What's the diet you're doing?
Just eating healthier food, no pasta, lower carb intake.
Nah, that's tough, man. Because the carbs are the good stuff.
The carbs are the good stuff. And you get the we're going to get the low carb tortillas. And then you try to make something on them. And you're like, it's not. Like they're fine for tacos or fajitas. But if you try to do a quesadilla on a low carb tortilla, you end up with some sort of weird crackery, chalky taste instead of a tortilla. It's not good. It's not a good look.
Since we're gluten-free, I always do corn tortillas or those pretend flour ones where it's like almond flour, and those aren't the same to cook any kind of, you couldn't do a quesadilla on them and it wouldn't be worth the damn. What's your unhealthiest eating habit? What's the thing that gets you?
Probably just the amount more than anything. I don't feel like we have Stacy's got a sweet tooth and I like the drink, but beyond that, it's probably just how much I'm putting into my system.
Yeah, that's what, when I do calorie counting, I have to really watch because I'm a wine drinker. And if you drink, a bottle of wine's probably 1,100 calories or something crazy. Maybe not that much, but a lot.
It's a lot, yeah. It probably, it may be maybe not that much. Maybe 500 or 600 calories in a bottle of wine. I don't know.
And
we are nutritionists, clearly.
Yeah. Well, my hack is I use my Fitbit app when I'm doing it, and it just tells you. You just put in what it is, and it tells you exactly how much of everything is in it. You can even scan if it's got a barcode.
Oh,
you can scan it, and it goes in like that. But I used to never do desserts before Jill, because I always just overdo it with my entree.
Yeah,
and the drinking. So I never really made it to dessert. But now she loves chocolate, and that's kind of gotten me into desserts, and now I have to watch that too.
Well, that's the way it is.
Sucks, man. I miss being able to just eat whatever I wanted with zero repercussions.
And people always act like that's a young person. Oh, it's because we were young. No, it's because we were moving a lot more. You were just doing stuff all the time. Now we're all just sitting.
Sitting at a desk all day. You can't have the same freaking habits. Oh, look at this. So this came across my Facebook feed the other day.
Oh, God, this always takes so long, dude.
Can you see that?
It's like me trying to get the camera to work this morning. No, I can't see anything.
Oh, wait, I have to hit the share button.
You're terrible at this part. How do you not get better 1 week to the next?
Share.
Ooh, that's me. Now I see me big. Oh.
Do you watch Fallout? Or have you played the game?
No, I have not.
And you haven't watched it on Prime?
I have not. Is it worthwhile?
Oh my God, yes, dude. Walton Goggins, phenomenal. Whole show.
Man,
really
he blew up over the last decade, I think. He was always around in small parts in the background, but somebody finally figured out Walton Goggins has got it.
Yeah. So this is the helmet from there. The replica, obviously. I want to buy it and pretend like I'm from the future and freak people out.
$800? What does it do?
Nothing. It's not like because the actual one in the show is powered by a nuclear fusion core or something. I mean,
is it at least a good like motorcycle helmet or something? Is it actually protective? You can't. I want to see people riding bikes with this thing on.
But that sent me down the rabbit hole. Can you see this, or do I have to share a different thing?
I'm still just looking at a helmet.
Dadgum.
Does it do it like by tab, or you can't just share the whole screen? You have to do it by tab.
When I use I should have used my second monitor.
Oh.
Then it goes better. So that sent me down a rabbit hole of like replica stuff. You see this company?
Yeah, we make it real. He's got the Iron Man glove. Hand.
Yeah, they also make tons of stuff. So basically they make things from movies as close to real as you can actually make it. Like clearly this Captain America shield doesn't do everything the real one does.
Thor's hammer is not actually unable to be lifted by anyone.
Yeah, I think that's from Halo. Oh, lightsabers, dude. If and when they can make a real lightsaber, am I cutting my arm off in 30 seconds or 45 seconds?
I would assume you probably won't even be able to look at it. It'll burn your retinas. You'll have to wear a welding mask to actually get it going.
Yeah, Walton Goggins is, because he's phenomenal, man. I liked him back in, the first time I saw him was in, what's that show, Justified. He played a bad guy on that.
Like I said, he was around, he was in stuff, but he was just like a character actor. And then all of a sudden they were like, yeah, this guy's actually really good. He just gets to lead stuff now.
Well, because his range, man, like he was in, I don't know if you ever watched Vice Principals, but he was hilarious in that.
I think we did. I'm trying to remember. That's Danny McBride.
Danny McBride, yeah. He played like his arch enemy kind of but then they teamed up. But he's a really funny comedic actor. And then in dramas like White Lotus, he was great in White Lotus.
Yeah.
So he deserves it. Sometimes people blow up and it's like, yeah.
Why are they trying to stuff this person down our face?
Right.
Glenn Powell? No, we keep ragging on him.
I don't think Sydney Sweeney is everything that everyone else does. I mean, she's clearly a good-looking young lady, proportional and all, but I don't think she's. What? I don't think she's like the bee's knees. Like everyone acts like she's the hottest
bee's knees.
Woman.
How old are you?
That's not a thing that kids still say.
All right, Daddy-O, I think she's pretty groovy.
You're not the bee's knees, see?
All right. Yeah.
I'm just saying they act like she's the hottest woman on the planet. And there are plenty of other actresses.
I think she also gets a lot of crap because, like, why do we have to care what celebrities' opinions are? But no, now that you give one, you get in the news a bunch.
Yeah. Oh, is she conservative or something? I forget what
she wears a red baseball hat.
Oh, well, I think she's from
Florida,
a red state or something.
I don't know. I think, who knows? But yes, it's not. I don't know. She's attractive. What do you want to say? People like to look at attractive people.
I thought people just got mad because of that commercial where she said, it's in the genes, which I thought was
right. She didn't write the copy. Get mad at whoever wrote the thing.
I think Sydney Sweeney's the copywriter for, I forget what jeans that was.
Guess? No, probably not.
No, it wasn't.
Is Guess jeans even a thing anymore? American Eagle, that might have been it.
You know the ones I miss? Bugle Boys.
Bugle
Those
Boys.
were cool.
Yeah, I always wore husky jeans.
That was Sears.
Yeah, Sears barely exists anymore, if it does at all.
It's just tiny. I think it's just little stores now, and they just sell a couple of appliances if it's even around. So I saw this hotly debated topic on the other day. Do you dab or shake after you pee?
Wipe.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I've always been a dabber. Feels like it's gross not to.
Why would
then you get your underwear dirty?
Oh, you wear underwear? Weird.
Gross.
What do you mean gross?
Free balling? That's
Boxer
gross.
briefs. That was always the big thing. Boxers or briefs. Boxer briefs. That's the answer.
Yeah, that's what I wear too.
Yeah.
Tidy whities. That's a real generational thing.
But why was this controversial? You're saying like people are just letting it air dry and they think that's good enough?
Yeah, most people are shakers. I feel like they feel like us dabbers are weird.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think
You
it's
think
the
so?
thing.
I mean, maybe it's because that's the way I handle the situation down there that I don't think it's weird.
The other thing and I've gotten into this with buddies, there are a lot of guys that do not wash their hands after they pee.
No, I don't either. I wash right before.
What? You don't wash
I
your
know
hands after
where
you pee?
I know where that's been. I don't know where these hands have been.
I'm a germaphobe, so I wash my hands constantly. Man, when I worked in a nice office in downtown Fort Worth, and we had a lawyer, a high-power lawyer that billed a ton of money, made a lot of money, that worked in our same floor.
Yeah.
And he did not wash his hands after he went deuces. Number 2.
Maybe he had his own place inside his office and he didn't.
We all debated this because of course I told everybody in the office because I was amazed. And I'm like, I'm never doing business with this guy. Like if I ever need a lawyer, I can't go to that lawyer knowing that that's the case.
Well, to be fair, was there a sign in this fancy restroom that said employees must wash hands before returning to work?
I don't think that applies to lawyers.
I mean, it should. So there was no sign, is what you're saying. There was no sign in there.
Yeah, but to do that, that's a bold move to do that when other people are also in the restroom. You know what I mean?
Just
when it's
power move, just walk right out.
Because I would be talking to him because I'm up there washing my hands after taking a leak or something.
That's
no,
foul.
as he walks
that's a
by.
foul. You don't talk to a dude in the bathroom.
I'm not saying Wally was doing his business. I'm saying you get out of there and you do the casual hello. How are you? How's your day?
No, that's you're breaking a bro code right there. When you go into a restroom, nobody else in the restroom exists. That is the way you treat it. No head nod, no chat, nothing.
I agree 100% when you're in the act. When you're at the urinals, straight ahead, don't look around, don't talk to people. The people that try to strike up a conversation with you at a urinal, I agree. That's freaking weird.
Or through the stall.
Especially
what's weird is when they're on the phone and you think they're talking to you. You're like, what? Why are we having this conversation while I'm pooping? Sorry, honey. Some guy in the stall next to me thinks I'm talking to him. Hang on.
But the consensus in the office with the lawyer was that he has to have a thing in when he gets back to his office, he must have a thing to wash it there.
Yeah, like maybe he only uses that super fancy brand of soap and hand lotion and whatnot, and he couldn't be bothered with
this cheap soap in here.
What is this? Soft soap? I can't use this. Dove? Gross.
I didn't go to 8 years of college to use cheap soap.
Or maybe he's like, there's no contractual obligation for me to wash my hands. It doesn't say that I must wash my hands before returning to work. So I laugh at the signs. Do the signs make a difference? Is there, like somebody was going to not wash their hands, but they're like, oh, well, a sign says to do it in here.
It always creeps me out. Like, why are you having to put that sign in here? What kind of people are you hiring that don't know they need to wash their hands after they go to the bathroom? Apparently you, since you take a leak and don't wash your hands.
I'm telling you, wash before.
Do you do the no hands? The only way I'll sign off on the taking a leak and not washing your hands is if you do the no hands.
What do you do when you're outside?
You live with. I'm not peeing outside all the. How often are you peeing outside in Alaska?
Pretty much every day. It's the easiest.
The Winter Olympics are coming up. You gonna watch?
I love when nations compete. I'll sign up for Peacock for the Olympic time. I'm all about it.
Yeah, I love my favorite part is Snoop Dogg and Kevin Hart. Hopefully they bring that back when they would do the commentary on the events. I think that was Summer Olympics. What event could you do with minimal training?
What's not the bobsled one, but the one where you're on your skeleton, I think, where you're
Luge?
face forward. You're like face forward on the thing, I am convinced people could be competing in that against their will. They just fling you down the thing.
There is zero chance you would die immediately, dude. Because you wouldn't know how to point your toes, and then you would just go.
I don't know. It looks like it's more of a roller coaster ride than a sport.
I think if you said bobsled, like if you were with a good crew, depending on which person you were in the bobsled, I think you could possibly do bobsled. But luge or the skeleton thing, there is zero chance you could do that without getting severely hurt.
Not the one where they go down feet first. That one looks more head
That's
first.
luge.
Just head first is the skeleton, I think.
That would be a good event, like luge against their will. Like none of these people signed up for
pushing
this.
people down.
They have to.
I still think, because I saw a video. I think it was this week of Katie Ledecky setting her fastest 1,500 meter. Like she's still getting faster and faster every time. So they showed the video of her finishing, and then you see people touching the wall right after, and you realize they're not touching to finish. They're touching to go back and do another lap. So everybody else in the race had another lap of the pool to go to decide who was in second place.
Good
all
Lord.
The way down and back. And she was finishing. So, like, even these people who are elite athletes in the race with her are that far behind her. So I feel like we need some sort of baseline. Like any sport that they're doing in the Olympics, send a dude who doesn't know how to do it down, or just an average Joe first, and see what the time actually is compared to everybody else who's like, oh, it's between now and now, gets second and third. But if you were just a regular human being, you would have taken 4 hours to race this race.
Well, and in the Winter Olympics, man, that would shoot the ratings through the roof because there would be a ton. I mean, that'd be hilarious to watch because the Winter Olympics especially, that's not something. I mean, other than curling, I could do curling with no training and probably do okay, I think. You're just doing
I mean,
or the sweeper.
It looks like it's a pain in the butt to sit there and sweep. You could probably be the guy that sends it down there. Or do you think that takes more challenge like to know how hard to? Yeah, I mean, it's shuffleboard on ice. You can do it with a few beers in you.
I think the sweeping is the easier part than the sending it down the thing. That's probably a little more precise and neat technique. But they're not even wearing skates. They just wear regular shoes.
I'm sure they're not regular shoes. They're probably
shoes.
Like special orthopedic, arch support shoes.
But so especially some of the guys, they don't look like athletes. They just look like somebody you pulled off the street.
Yeah, and then there's the one where they cross country ski and shoot at the same time. Other than the cross country skiing part, it's kind of weird. Like when they combine things that don't feel like they should be combined. Like, okay, whoever's fastest but also the most accurate. It feels like there was somebody who was just pretty decent at both but not great, and was like, all right, well, this is what we're going to make a sport. You have to shoot, but you have to shoot after you go over there on your skis first.
Well, those are some of the dumb events that were around, that were started back in the olden times. And they're always adding stuff. How about they drop a few? You know what I mean? Who watches that?
Oh, okay. So you've been training your entire life and you're at the top of your game, and then the Olympic Committee goes, never mind. They can't do that.
I'm just saying, give them a heads up. Hey, in a couple years, this is stupid. Nobody's watching this.
Stop trying to make
ratings.
athletes for this.
This is really dumb. Because some of them, it stinks that you get to be like, I'm an Olympic athlete. Yeah, but you do a dumb sport that nobody watches. Like, we need to drop some of the dumb ones.
That's the thing, is that maybe I am the best in the world at that. I've never tried it. Like there's things like people are never going to try it. Maybe I am the best in the world at the skeleton.
That's what I'm saying.
Never had the balls to strap a helmet on and send me down a thing.
Maybe that's what I should do with Jack instead of making him an NFL quarterback, which is a high bar. Even if he does get by height and skills,
it's good money though.
Yeah, it's good money. Maybe I should just pick an Olympic sport that's really random and just push him down that. Encourage him, not force him to do it.
I feel like you would have to do a summer Olympic sport just because Texas,
yeah, where are we going to train? Although he could go spend the winters with Uncle Chris and learn it up in Alaska.
Mm-hmm. We'll
You
get
see
him good
Amy-
I'll push him down that thing head first.
Stop trying to make him a loser.
Oh, she's
wanna
worried
do the
about him hitting
luge.
his head? Really? In football?
Uncle Chris is making him a bobsledder. Do you see Amy Schumer? She lost a bunch of weight. She took one of those GLP-1s.
Like
Right,
Ozempic
all
or
the-
something. Yeah.
Monjur. I don't know which one she took, but she took
Whatever
one of
the
the GLP-1s.
the weight loss drugs that are everywhere now. Yeah.
Yeah, and then now she's getting a divorce. So she lost a ton of weight, and then she's like, told her husband to hit the road. That's the danger when they
Well, I mean,
when they do those weight loss drugs.
that's a guy's move.
What?
She was probably the one in the relationship that made the majority of the money, and she got hot, and she was like, I can do better.
Yeah, that's what happens. Did you see now they're putting? So there's already a lot of people taking these.
Wait a minute. Do you
GLP-1s.
think I should not be serving Stacy diet food this month?
That's what I'm saying. You've got to commit to this diet as much as she does.
Oh, dang it.
We've learned
I gotta
anything
get
from
fit.
Amy Schumer. But there's already a lot of these people taking the GLP-1s, and it's in shot form. Now they're making a pill. Once that pill comes out, game over, man. There's going to be everybody's going to be skinny at that point.
So you're saying that then probably taste will change like the olden days when fat people were seen as rich?
Well, what's it going to be like when the whole world's skinny?
I'm telling you, not everybody's going to be skinny.
That's true.
It will be easier for people to be skinny, but there's still people that are just like, I like food. What are you doing?
Yeah. Well, and what are the long-term effects of taking this stuff? You know what I mean? Maybe you look great, but in 5 years something falls off.
I am legend. That's what's going to happen. Zombies.
Oh, that wasn't a pill. That wasn't something people took in that.
Oh yeah, it was. It was a cancer vaccine.
Was it really? I didn't remember
The cancer vaccine turned everybody into zombies. I'm pretty sure, man. If I'm remembering that movie right.
Hey, I saw last week when I go to the wide frame, I noticed you have Bonnie's recipe book in the background. You still have it there? Have you added anything to it or made anything out of it?
Yeah, I mean, I cook things, but I don't think I don't write down recipes.
Really?
Maybe I should. I've got a pretty good recipe for jambalaya I could put in there. But yeah, I don't write down recipes.
I've added my gluten-free breakfast pizza in there, my gluten-free sausage biscuits and gravy, which are all somebody else's that I've stolen. Maybe I tweak one thing. I'm
You
a
just
big
write
recipe.
Andy's at the top of the recipe, and then it becomes yours.
Andy's
That's to do
world
any
famous.
recipe you look up, they're all essentially the same.
Yeah.
It's like here's the Toll House cookie recipe for cookie. It's like it's the same. There's like a quarter more of one thing.
What's up with all the pop-ups and recipe things, though? Like, I always end up having
Oh,
to
dude,
print
it's
it out.
so annoying. If we could create a website that just took all the recipes and made them back into recipe cards, do you know how rich you would get? Because every time you got to listen to this person's life story. When I was a young child,
Why are they so
I
long?
grew up on a farm, and then this is what happens when so this is where eggs come from.
Just
and
tell me how to make the
eggs in this
casserole.
recipe. Oh, and then down here, and then it's like, okay, here's the ingredients. Oh, good, I have the ingredients. Now we're going to tell you the story of the ingredients. And then you get to the bottom of, and this is how you actually make the dang thing. Seriously, it's a recipe card for a reason. If it was just the dang card.
Yeah, they're all so freaking long. And that's why now, I guess enough people have complained that now they do the jump to a recipe button on a lot of
I
them.
haven't seen that.
Oh, yeah, where you can just
I'm
hit
always
it.
just a scroll. I probably am not looking for it anymore.
But now that that's there, really, why are you writing 3,000 words about what inspired you to make this freaking casserole when all of us are just jumping to the recipe anyway? It's really stupid. But yeah, I end up printing them out, so now I put them in Bonnie's book if it's a good one.
That's good.
So you got to start adding to it.
Recipe cards. That's what I want. Not the story of your recipe. It's so bad.
Getting that lady to give him the Nobel Peace Prize.
It's so ridiculous.
Like, why would it even feel good to have somebody else's prize? Like, do you see him? He seems so happy about that.
Well, he's a narcissist very, very badly. And he maybe also is losing his mind. Like he doesn't remember shit. So maybe tomorrow that is his prize. And he was given that prize. I was given a peace prize, a Nobel Peace Prize. That's all he needs to think.
Yeah, maybe in his mind, it's like, it's even better that somebody would give me. They were like,
Their
it was
prize.
wrong that you were overlooked in this. But the Nobel Peace Prize Committee put out a statement before this even happened saying, just for the record, you can't give someone your prize and now they're a Nobel winner. You can give them your prize money. You got any Rex or rants?
We did watch the Rip movie with Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. It is good. Good to see the boys back together again.
The trailer to me, it was like, this plot has been done so many times. How many times can we do the DEA guys or the drug agents that end up taking money and then everyone gets corrupt and then, turns against each other? Hadn't that been done like 50,000 times?
I mean, yeah, but usually it's more. This one was different. It had their take on it, so it was good.
We've got a new segment we're calling Anonymous Questions, where we answer questions from people who have reached out to the show without giving their name or enough details so someone can guess who they are. That way they can ask sensitive questions if they want, and they're truly anonymous. This one comes from a young man in Austin who writes, Andy, I just got married to the love of my life after a 3-year engagement. I waited 10 years, so you beat me on that one. Everything is going great so far, but I know we're still in the honeymoon phase, and I've read all the statistics on divorce, and I don't want to end up adding to those stats. As a married guy yourself, do you have any advice for a newly married man? Yes, Anonymous in Austin, I definitely have some advice. I've been married 6 years. I should have done this when Chris was on because he's been married 18, but I have been married 6 going on 7, so I've got a little bit of advice. If she mentioned she's gained weight, don't guess where. It's always the butt or the thighs, but don't guess. Don't keep score. That's another big one. Do date nights. My parents do date nights every year. They've been married for, 50, 75 years at this point, something like that. Just because you know you're right doesn't mean it's worth winning the argument. That's some solid advice I got, and it's true. When she asks you to do something, do it. And beyond that, don't wait for her to ask you to do some things, like anticipate them and just do them. I.e., if you see the trash full, take it out before she even asks. This one's big. Having kids is way harder than people tell you, even those who admit that it's hard. So you're going to have to power through once you get to that phase. It gets better eventually. There you go, Anonymous in Austin. Hopefully that helped. That's it for today's show. We'll be back next week with a new episode of The Andy Meadows Show, now available on your favorite podcast platforms as well.